Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of On the Clock, where we show you the things that our Arlington City employees are doing to make Arlington a better place to live, learn, work, and play. And today we're going to be showing you what our water meter readers do. You know, water is one of those things we all have it in our house, and it's something we take for granted, but our water utilities crews are out all the time to make that happen, and they're running into some pretty interesting things along the way. Here to show us that is Water Utilities Director Buzz Pishker on the clock.
Thanks, Jay. They hit the streets before the sun comes up and they keep going no matter what. Let's go on the clock with the Arlington Water Utilities. Hey, Art, how you doing?
All right, how you doing today?
Good to see you. Reading the meters today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How many of these do you get done in a day?
Oh, I'd say somewhere between 500 and 600 a day.
Every day?
On the route. Yes, sir.
Weather excluded, right?
Oh, yeah. So if the weather gets bad, it makes it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, sir.
How many miles does that take? How far do you walk in a day?
Anywhere from 10 to 15 miles a day, I'd say.
Hey, Art, you know we got 104,000 meters in our system, and now that we're starting to install some automated meters, I assume that has some impact on your workday?
Yes, it makes my workday a little bit shorter. I don't have to read every meter. So basically, when it's automated, it doesn't even come down into the handheld in my processor, so it won't even show up. I'll basically just walk right past it.
We're at a meter pit on a typical Arlington street. Tell me what happens here.
Well, basically, I'll just lift the lid up. And luckily, this meter's clear enough that I can see it. I don't have to dig it out or anything. I just flip the lid open on the meter, and then it presents the number to me right here. Got a reading right there. Punch it into my handheld. And I'm good.
And you're good to go. And now we have the information we need to put out an accurate bill for our customers, right?
Correct.
You ever have the pits flooded with water or anything?
Sometimes they get flooded. When they do, especially after a good rain, I just use this tube right here to help myself see it. Stick this down in the water. You're able to put it right on directly on top of the glass like that, and you're able to see through the water to the meter.
Well, you know, it seems pretty routine. You go to these meter pits and you open them up and read the meter. But I'll bet you from time to time something may happen when you open that lid that you weren't expected. Can you
I've
talk
been
about
surprised
that?
a couple of times. I sure have. I've seen anything from a possum to cats to snakes. So it can be pretty interesting sometimes.
So it keeps you on your toes.
Oh, definitely.
Most people don't know, but I actually started out as a meter reader. And back in my day, because I had to go into people's homes, pets were a big challenge, dogs specifically, and then of course I had weather to deal with every day because it changes. What in your life as a meter reader do you come across?
Pretty much the same thing as far as dogs. I have that challenge. That's one of my biggest challenges. They're pretty territorial, so if I come around to their yards, they usually let me know they're there. And we also have to deal with weather too. You know, obviously that's kind of a factor. If it's really, really hot, it makes it a lot more difficult. The day seems a little bit to go a little bit slower. Personally, I prefer the cooler weather. I like that because you don't sweat as much. I can move quicker. So, but inclement weather, rain and stuff like that, definitely is not fun to work in.
So things haven't changed much in the last 40 years.
No, sir.
How do you know you're sure you got the right reading?
Well, if I punch in the wrong one, it'll make a beeping sound on me to let me know that I need to recheck my reading on it, make sure I'm at the right address and I got the right reading.
Okay, so you feel very confident once you put it in that you probably got the right reading, and if there's something out of range, it'll at least let you know that to tell you to check it again?
That's correct, that's correct.
So now we've spent a day in the field, what happens next?
Well, basically I'm going to take this handheld back to the office and they're going to check it for me, make sure the work got completed today, and then they'll put it on what we call a rack and they'll download all the information for billing tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of our residents, thank you for a good job.
My pleasure, thank you.
We appreciate it. Like meter reading, our billing process has built-in systems to assure accuracy of our customers' bill. And our people are working hard every day to provide excellent service to our customers.
All right, thanks Buzz, and thank you at home for tuning in. Be sure to catch the next edition of On the Clock where we show you more Arlington employees and how they do their jobs. We'll see you then.